Well, hello Year 4 and welcome to your Monday reading comprehension activity. We're going to jump straight into it. And our what today is I can summarise a book of my choice. So, we are doing this so you can grow in confidence when it comes to summing up texts and see if you can produce your own summary within a limited space. That means if you run out of lines, it's over. So we're going to really work on getting those key points in today. So we're going to do it by reading through a text. We're actually not going to be doing that. We're going to be exploring a video, which is another form of text too, and understanding what has happened in that and break it down into its key parts. So the things that are really, really important that happened in it and not worrying about anything else. And then we're going to use this to write a summary of a book of your choice or one of the texts that are found on today's home learning slides. So let's get on with it, because today we're going to be focusing on this character from our Totally Pawsome crew today. It is summarising Sheba. So I want you to pause the video right here for me and just think to yourself, maybe talk to an adult or write down some notes and remind yourself, what is summarising Sheba asking you to do? Right, so moving on. Summarising Sheba, she is there to help you summarise main ideas from one or more paragraph within a text. And what I mean by summarise or summing up is picking out those key points. Imagine if you were telling your friends over, I don't know, Teams or Zoom or over a message, what happened over the weekend. You're not going to tell them absolutely everything. You're going to keep it down to a narrow point, and that's what we want you doing there. So really, really hone in and pick on those key points. Don't waste your time writing things that aren't needed. So here's Sheba in a lovely dress as well, and she would ask you these type of questions, the type of questions you might want to look out for when you are dealing with summary questions in any sort of paper or text. So you might get questions like, how would you sum up? Can you describe what's happened in this chapter? What is the main theme or argument or message of this particular paragraph or text? Can you write a blurb, which is essentially a little summary? You'll find them on the back of most books you read. And can you describe what's happened in 3 short sentences? And don't forget, sometimes they'll even ask, what is the most important message in this book? So those are the types of questions you might get asked when you are looking to sum up a text. With that in mind, you are going to be summarising or writing a short summary of key points of a book of your choice. So that may be your favourite Harry Potter book. I can definitely think of a few of you that might want to go on that line. It could be your favourite David Walliams book. You could be like Mr. Borngopher, your favourite book. Or, if you prefer, you can choose one of the short texts that are saved as the Monday reading activities on the Daily Planet. There's a warm option and there's a hot and spicy option. Hot and spicy are together. But first, lovely use of the lips, Mr. Bull. We're going to watch this clip together. So you'll find the link to this clip on your Daily Planner. However, if you're not sure, what you can also do is copy and paste this clip directly, or this link, directly from the slides into your browser. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to watch through this clip. Some of you probably recognise it. Right, so hopefully you've now watched through this clip. What I would like you to do is kind of come up with 5 key things that have happened in that story. I've written 5 points down because that is as many as I want to see you write down. So if you feel the need, go back through the clip, go back and watch the video, pause at a certain point and just write down 5 of the things that have happened in there. No more. If you write less, perfect. If you write more, you've done too much. So that's your first task. 5 points, what's happened in that film. Right. To quote Blue Peter, this is one that I made earlier on. So I went through the slides myself, or through the video, shall I say, and I noticed these points. It all starts with a moose and a bear attempting to cross a bridge. They get in each other's way, and none of them refuse to move. We've then got the poor raccoon and bunny trying to cross, but they're thrown away. And then they unite and untie the bridge, and the bear and the moose fall off it, resulting in them being able to cross it after the bunny hops over the raccoon, working in teams. As you can see, that video has been broken down into 5 points. Not much information, but I've been able to tell the story in nice points. So, these points can now be used to answer a question like this. Look, Sheba's back to help you with this. So, sum up what's happened in the bridge in 60 words or less. I'm going to show you an example of what I've done when it comes to that. So, I wrote, a bear and a moose refused to get out of each other's way when crossing a bridge. Eventually, nice little front to the adverbial there, a raccoon and bunny try crossing but are thrown away. They get revenge by untying half the bridge, meaning the bear and moose fall off. They then cross the bridge after the raccoon helps the bunny hop over him. And I've done that in 56 words. Some of you going, that's not possible. Well, actually, as you can see, it is. And it can get even harder. And I can prove to you how you can do it in less than 20 words. Because if I remember, some of you guys, we had questions like this before, and you go, 20 words, that's impossible. You can take away even more and think about what happened at the end. So I've said a raccoon and bunny successfully crossed a bridge after they were thrown off it by a bear and moose. I'm not telling a lie, I'm telling you what's happened in the text. That is what we're looking for. Look, 19 words, it can be done. Now, today we're not going to be quite so strict. We're not going to give you 60 words. We're not going to give you 20 words to do it in. We're going to give you a whole template like this. So you will find it, of course, under the reading activity PDF on your daily plan today. And I would like you to write a summary of a book of your choice. Any book that you want to write a summary of, you give it a go. And this top bit here, that's where you write your summary. I recommend writing your title up there, and the bottom bit, just draw a little picture of your book, because we'll then eventually turn it into tacos. And again, channeling my inner Blue Peter, you'll see here is one that I made earlier. A summary of my favourite book, Charlotte's Web. It gives you all the details that you need to know about it, and I've summed it up in the space of that taco, because this is what we want it to eventually look like. I would love for you all to send in a copy of what you've written and what you've drawn into our class email address, which are highlighted at the bottom there. I will then personally have the lovely job of turning your templates into tacos, and we'll put it on display like this so people can come up, look, and get a great summary of one of your favourite books. So that's your challenge today, Year 4. Best of luck.